Hello guys, and welcome back to Mozaiga. Today, let's take a trip down memory lane. This house, when we first got here, we had to break down walls. We completely transformed the kitchen. We've enhanced structural features in this house. The living room is unrecognizable. There are so many new details to be explored. So, today is a celebration. I was lucky enough to be here to do the final reveal when we completed phase 1, but the final phase is here and we're gonna do a final reveal, but not today. So you guys need to stay tuned. But before we can go on with anything else, let me give you guys a few stats about this massive property. It is a 4-bedroom home with a home office and a home gym, plus a fully customized kitchen. Now, if you look beyond the structure itself, the landscaping is unrecognizable. So we have the kids' play area, we have a gazebo, we have a pool house with a bar and a viewing area on top. But most of all, we have a very gorgeous, gorgeous pool. As some of you may already know, Fine Urban Construction and Interiors is going green. I will be getting more into that as we look at the landscaping, so you guys stay tuned if you want to find out more information. So let's start with the living section. I'm looking at the beautiful reflective tiles with the marble touch. That's such a compliment to the TV wall. The chandeliers are so exquisite. And as always, take a really close look at the gypsum design. It is exquisite, but most of all, the workmanship, the detail is where it's at. And that's why a space feels so transformed and absolutely stunning. And you guys will be happy to know that these seats were fully customized by Fine Urban Construction and Interiors. But when you're looking at the black ones, these ones were actually important. Come a bit closer. Let's take a look at the detailing. So, right over here, sneak peek, you guys. We have the gold detail running all through the bottom and on the sides. We have the quilting detail, the beautiful velvet touch. So these were really, really good, but we felt they're so dark and we needed something to contrast. So we went above and beyond and created seats that match perfectly with this entire setup. So this living room actually feels so, so good. And while we are here, you guys, there's a little something I want to talk to you guys about. I'm looking at the walls and we're thinking, like a bare wall like this one. We're thinking maybe add an abstract, but that's where we want you guys to get involved. I want you guys to go into the comment section and write all your ideas. What could we do to add a little bit of oomph into this space? Now, this is going to be a really good challenge for you guys because there is a massive opportunity to win 100,000 Kenyan shillings worth of a makeover or 100,000 Kenyan shillings in cash. All you have to do is leave your suggestion down in the comments below, tag 5 of your friends down in the comments, and then tell them to come and leave a comment in support of your suggestion. Whoever has the best suggestion will personally select and they will win the prize. Let's head back to the entrance and take a look at what's going on over here. How will our client feel as they're walking in? The thing that I'm noticing immediately is the continuation of the tile, really bright, exquisite colors with the brown there. I'm looking at another broken mirror design. Guys, I came in and I was just looking at myself. It's perfect. We have the gorgeous pillar with the gold detailing at the top. I feel like I'm a part of the accessories of this house because you will pick up that we have very definitive gold detailing. You would not be able to guess that we actually had windows there initially and we closed that up to be able to create this beautiful experience. So continuing on into the dining, you're met with more beautiful molding and gold details. You step in, there's an obvious theme running through this entire house. We're keeping things really, really light and airy and contemporary. I really love the interesting ways we've added the gold detailing, like here on the sink with the bamboo tap. It's just an intriguing little touch. I'm looking at the console table and the trinkets on top. It's like glimmering glittering. It's glittering next to the beautiful mirror. And I can imagine the client being able to, you know, store all their tablecloths and cutlery, things like that. All your good stuff, you can stuff it in there. But if you need more room, of course, this is a fully customized experience. We have more drawers over on this side. We've made sure that all the drawers add a bit of a textural element to it. They're all soft close. And we also have a cooler right over here, meaning all your drinks that you like having with your food can stay nice and chilled and easy to reach. Now continuing on, I'm looking at the countertops, and these are wow. That pop of color, just it works so well with the touches of gold. So it's a continuation, but it's threading through. I'm seeing it here on the island, which is an inclusion that Fine Urban Construction and Interiors added to this kitchen. This kitchen is fully customized. That strip light detail continues on into this display shelf, and it really highlights everything that is in there. And of course, this is built into a space that we created for that visual element, but also to have a nice space for the refrigerator. This could fit a nice big double door refrigerator. I'm seeing the continuation of the texture all throughout. Oh wow, let's see. Of course it's functional. Of course. That is a space you can easily reach and store things in there. I'm looking at the tiles on the wall. It's nice and warm. And most of all, I always talk about how backsplashes need to be easy to clean. So that glossy finish lends itself super excellently to that. And of course, we had to go that route as well, because if you're looking at the countertops, these are also very glossy, meaning it's easy surfaces to clean. Now let's go back to the lights. Now that I'm standing here at the island, of course, the centerpiece of this kitchen is the chandelier, the touches of gold continuing. Really, it's exquisite, you guys. And we have the crystal all through it, and you'll see this mirrored here in the dining room, into the living room. Actually, if you're standing right here, you have a really great view of how all these colors really play well into each other. All the glass details, the gold details, it's done perfectly well. Now, the most important thing about having this fully customized experience is about storage. You need as much storage as possible. So let's take a closer look at the drawers over here. I don't know if I mentioned this. Actually, it's a soft close detail. I might have said that, but I didn't demonstrate. But here we go. That just brings so much joy to my heart. And you can see that we have other built-in appliances. The pearl of being able to have this, it means you're not constantly taking up counter space for things like your microwave or your whatever else you might need to put on your counters. They're nice and tucked in, meaning that your kitchen is absolutely easy to navigate as you're working through it. I'm looking at the range. It is built in there. All the knobs are on top. It's super modern and classic. And I just think about how easy this would be to clean. Of course, we have the hood over here. And with all this counter space, you can see that our client has a coffee machine and some thermoses right over there. It's a really easy movement all throughout. So over here we have the dishwasher. Nice. That is excellent. But what I admire the most about that dishwasher is the fact that the placement of it is absolutely perfect, because we're right next to the sink, and this is the sink of dreams. I've found that if you're into interior design content, guys, you know that brass finishes, goldy brass finishes are really in right now, and especially in this brushed finish. It's just something that really screams modern day, brightens up the kitchen. It's a nice big basin, and the placement, of course, has to be right by the window. But as I'm standing here, I'm also noticing that you don't always have to rely on the natural light. Like, let's say it's nighttime, you know, you probably have that covered up. Where are you getting your light? Apart from everything else we've seen, we have the inclusion of those two wall sconces, and the colors are so seamless. They're so subtle, but they're so seamless. So as I'm standing in this kitchen, I'm looking around, and everything is just absolutely calling to me. It's just calling to me. I'm curious to see how much more space we have. Did I even show you guys? We have things at the bottom, at the top, so many drawers. Honestly, I do feel like this client will not lack space anytime soon. But that is the beauty of working with fine ebony construction and interiors. You get to find little gems like this. Guys, I genuinely just discovered this. I did not even know that this was something that we had in this house. But I love the inclusion of mechanisms like this. It just makes sure that everything is easily reachable, and then you're also maximizing the use of that space in there. It's, yes, look. You're always discovering something new when you work with fine urban construction and interiors. And this is why I'll always take the time to encourage you guys to reach out to us. No budget is too small for us. So we're always working with you and your needs for your kitchen. I have to say this, we are kings of the kitchen. I have to say it. At this point, with the variety of kitchens we've done, with all the budgets we've used, the different sizes you've seen us do, at this point, we have really knocked it out of the park. But above everything else, with the aesthetics and the beauty and the placement, it's always about the finishes. So for the pantry, we wanted to make that space as effective as possible. So this meant designing storage that would make that space as useful as possible. So you can see the different levels of storage that we've created. At the top, we have the closed off area, and then we have the 2 floating shelves, and then we have a nice counter space there. And as you look further down, we have changed up the material just to break up that monotony. Then beyond that, as we step outside, onto the door, we're gonna step outside and look at the laundry room. Oh, exquisite. Listen, we make beautiful spaces, and this actually includes the laundry room. So with all those features I've talked about in the pantry, with including storage, it's very unique how you would design a laundry room, because you're thinking, is your client going to have a washing machine, a dryer? Would they want somewhere to hang their clothes? Would they want somewhere to fold? Like, how does the organization of that laundry room look like? But most of all, we wanted to continue the beauty with the inclusion of a beautiful countertop and the use of very unique tiles for that space. So as you step out of the kitchen, we are back in the corridor that connects the living room, the entrance, and now we're gonna head into one of the first bedrooms. But I just want to show you the excellent use of wall space. This art piece, it kind of messes with your eyes when you're stepping far away. Right over here, you can see why this is not the final reveal. We have a fundi here, just making sure that the doors have a fresh coat of paint, so everything is brand spanking new once we're doing the handover. So over here, let's go. We have the guest bedroom, which is empty at the moment. The other furniture is actually being imported, but it's absolutely well thought out, even in a room this small. I'm seeing the wall-to-wall carpet here. It's just easy on the feet. And then when we take a look at the bathroom, oh wow, I am loving this shower. We have the shower cubic here, really nice design in the shower itself there. We have the mobile little detail over there. We have the gold detailing going on the towel rail. Nice small sink, toilet bowl, nice big mirror with... it's nice, you guys. We have the nice big mirror, but overall, it's all about the finishes. The tiles on the wall are perfectly done, the floors as well. I love the colors and textures of that space. So as we continue on, there's actually a few things that we might not notice as we are walking through. Things like the handles and the light switches. We'll get into that as we're going through. So beyond the door is actually where we have the gym, but we will not be going in there. If you want to see a more detailed look at the gym area, guys, make sure that you are subscribed, because as I said, this is not the final reveal, but that is coming very, very soon. So subscribe so you don't miss it. Let's go to the stairs. Right over here, I'm looking at these 3 beautiful pieces. Such a nice pop of color, something to just kind of design and decorate the space. But as we continue, we have some storage space beneath the stairs right over here, and also we have more over here. I can see that being a really beautiful display area, but take note of the continuation of this ridge detail throughout. It's really about paying attention and having that continuity and dedication, so that even when you have beautiful details like that, you can have them in every corner of your house. So let's take a look at the main staircase itself. There's an immediate change in the tile to something that has more darker veining. It's nice and shiny. It just looks clean. Like, take a close look at how this stairs are like done, how they've been finished. It is so clean. Like, it's absolutely perfect and insane to see in real life. We have the glass handrail with the gold detailing. Guys, have I mentioned that I feel like an accessory to the house with all the gold? It's perfect. We have this lighting strip light going all the way, and now we have arrived at one of my favorite spots in this entire house. This view is exquisite, so we've decided we might not want to have anything here like shears, just so we're letting that light come in, but also just keeping the views intact. Let's continue. We have nice big mirrors here, a continuation of the lighting trail, the reflective nature of the tiles, the colors, the warmth. It's perfect, but of course, no staircase is complete without a masterpiece as a centerpiece, and this is so stunning. I can see that we have continued with the crystal and gold detailing for the lighting fixtures, and this is just the perfect piece to complete this staircase. And I hope you guys are picking up on the fact that the tile is continuous. The colors are continuous from downstairs. They only changed on the stairs, but once we're back up here, we're continuing with the nice warm tile, which I really appreciate. And now we have entered the boys' bedroom. So these pieces of furniture obviously are the first things that catch your eye. The good news again, these are locally available pieces, but they're absolutely well done. The graining of this with the dark wood on this console, on the bed, on the side tables is just a great balance and contrast to the carpet that we have in here. I'm actually appreciating the fact that each room we're going to does seem to have this wall-to-wall carpet feel. As I mentioned, it is super easy on the feet. But let's look at some of the things that we've actually incorporated. Apart from the carpet, again, we've gone for a really nice gray color on the walls. Nice, it has like a blue tint to it, which makes it absolutely perfect. We have a nice big art piece on the wall back there at the headboard. Oh my goodness. And the colors on that are perfect for this as well. You can see the wooden touches. Guys, it's just the attention to detail for me. So we also have a very interesting light piece here on the wall. I'm looking at the cabinetry, the simple gypsum design, that centerpiece, the warm lights all around. And let's take a look at the bathroom. Right in here, nice gray tiles with the wooden touch on the floors, nice small sink. We have the shower cubic in there, but this one has more of silver touches. We have the mirror right over there yet again, and the toilet bowl. And of course, the walls are well finished off. So let's go into the next space. That is bedroom number 3 now. So we're heading into bedroom number 3, right around this corner. And here we are. So this room doesn't have a carpet on the floor, but I am looking at where the headboard will be. So the headboard will be on the side. So we have created a bit of a detail here with a gypsum. We have more storage in here, a beautiful light fixture, simple gypsum design. So let's continue into the next space. And this has to be another space I really love. For this house, it has to be the kitchen, that area by the staircase, and this room, the office, that I absolutely love. Here, immediately I've stepped down. It is the wall-to-wall carpet. I'm seeing such, oh, this looks so comfortable, you guys. I have to do it. I have to do it. Ah, this is perfect. Call me for a meeting in this office at any time. I'll be more than happy to come in here and just say this comfortable space over here. We have a nice big desk here, but I want to talk a bit about what it's like working with Fine Urban, you guys. So when I'm walking around and I'm showing you the details of things like these customized shelves, you're looking at it, you're like, wow, it's so beautiful. There's so many nooks and crannies. You can see storing all your files here. You're seeing the detail on the top, the one that's actually running as a cornice all around. You're seeing all the things that we've been able to incorporate this space, and you're like, I want that. I absolutely love it. I want that customized experience. That's where we tend to bring in the factor of patience. Work like this cannot be rushed. I know we work with timelines. When I go to the salon, I work with timelines. I tell my hairdresser, I want to leave here by 3. But if I want them to produce the thing that I've shown them exactly, I understand that they cannot rush the work. So I have to be patient. And that's what we want to do. You cannot rush a luxury, customized experience. If you want the things that you see us produce, we will just ask for a little patience so we make sure that we're giving you the best product possible. So here we have the desk, a nice chair. The contrast in the colors is absolutely perfect here. Honestly, I do feel like this could be my office. It's such a nice, cozy home office. I'm seeing the art piece on the walls that says, "Let's stay home," which you can absolutely do. You don't have to leave to go and work elsewhere when you have an office like this. I'm seeing the centerpiece, the lights, the curtains, the amount of light in here. It's well thought out, well done. It's the perfect home office. We're heading into what I like to call the master bedroom wing, and you can tell by all the decor all over the place, continuation of the gold brass details. So I want to get into this space first. This is the walk-in closet, and this is one of those spaces that truly the storage is going to speak the loudest. We have the sliding glass doors that still retain some privacy because you can't completely see through it. It's all over. I'm seeing a nice big mirror, but of course it's the island that is the showstopper for me because it gives boutique feel. And sometimes that's what we want. You want to feel like you're shopping in your own house just to create that illusion for yourself. But this would be a great area to display jewelry, things like watches, maybe your accessories. But now let's take a look at this wall. This wall, I always say, feels like old Hollywood with the bulbs in there, but these lights will just make sure that you are checking every nook of your skin and your foundation will never not match again, because with these lights, you're gonna make sure that everything looks really good. I'm taking a sneak peek. Look at that, look at the lighting detail. I want to ask you guys, what would you store if you had a space like this where you could put all your clothes? What are the special pieces that you would pick for these display areas? I always talk about shoes and bags, but I want to know, like, what are your prized possessions? But let's open this up and take a look. Oh, actually we're closing it up, you guys. Closing it up. So this would be the movement. You could choose to actually have it open if you're displaying something. Or actually you're like, I don't want everyone seeing it. So you close that. So looking at the lighting fixtures, I'm also going to talk about, of course, the centerpiece of this room. We always talk about how we want every corner lit. So as much as we have the light on that mirror, you've seen we have it within the cabinets, we have the centerpiece, and then we also have some recessed lights dotted all around. So let's walk out and take a look at the master bedroom. So we also have the master bathroom over on that side. If you want a more detailed video, subscribe. We'll have the final reveal, but also I have done videos on this house before. So go ahead and look at the channel. We'll actually link them down below so you're able to easily click and actually catch up before we do the final reveal. So for the master bedroom, we have the gray carpet complementing the curtains. We have a nice simple gypsum design with lighting at every corner. We have a gorgeous centerpiece. We have this detail on the headboard, just lighting up this absolutely massive bed. I'm loving the colors that are going on in here. Really muted, toned down, warm tones, which is exactly what you would need in a room that you're supposed to lay down your head and forget everything that is beyond this door. But let's look at this side. Now we have a lounge area here with the TV. We've also made sure to add some detailing to the TV wall, so you have shelving and places to just put trinkets. I can see we have a small refrigerator here because, of course, guys, I get thirsty at night. It will be really good to have a fridge that's keeping my water cold through the night. But we have a seat right over here, which is really, really nice and comfortable. And of course, adds an eye-catching detail, and now you have a great view of the TV as well as the entire room. So let's continue. What is going on out there? There's more to see. We have stepped out onto one of the most beautiful and expansive balconies I've ever seen. Of course, we have the grass carpet, we have the glass barrier all around so that we're not interrupting that view. And would you believe it if I told you that when we started this project, this balcony did not exist in this size? I've demonstrated it time and time again, and I'll never get tired of it. We actually had something that was moon-shaped, like a small moon shape, and we were like, no, this can create such a great space for the views and also downstairs in terms of just that driving in experience. And you're always drawn to this area, always, every single time without fail, because I want to look out into the landscape, which is so stunning. I mentioned these things at the beginning of the video, so you can kind of start seeing a glimpse of them. I'm just enjoying how green this actually looks. So let's talk about the Going Green initiative that Fine Urban Construction and Interiors is trying to implement. I had a talk with our lead designer, and he explained to me the importance of retaining the nature that we find on the project that we work on, but beyond that, also adding on to it. So when we get to projects where we see they have beautiful landscapes and we see the potential of adding trees that could thrive in that environment, we go ahead and do something like that, because there's a wider conversation that's going on in Kenya. We're just trying to plant as many trees as possible just to make sure that we are keeping a hold of the things that make this country so beautiful. So we also want to play a very huge part in that. The way we're doing that is by trying where we can to plant at least 10 trees per project. But if we can't, as I said, like this particular project, it already had so many amazing trees. So as we were working on it, we made sure that they were well taken care of. We dug that up and put in really lush grass so that this client is enjoying greenery all around, and overall we are improving the environment on all the projects that we're working on. Now, something is going to be unveiled very soon in terms of our company. We want to do things that actually reflect where we're heading as a company and the things that are super important to us, and of course one of them is this Going Green initiative. So if you want to see that journey, or if you want to be a part of it, just make sure that you are subscribed and see the wonderful work that we're doing as a company. So now let's take a step outside and get a close view of this wonderful landscape design. Guys, a 360 view of every part of this landscape that is covered by nature. And we're heading to the backyard, and you can see the hedges and the trees and the grass even cover all this way. And now we have arrived at the centerpiece of this backyard, and this is this home kitchen garden. So you can see that we have the beds, the raised beds there. We have different plants there. It's well protected because, you know, you don't want any animals getting in there and eating all your plants. But it is just another way to incorporate nature within the environment, but also encouraging producing your own food if you can. So things like spinach, I can see spinach here. I think there's some tomatoes in there. I'm seeing some spring onions. So this is actually going to be a place that is very fruitful. Oh, I'm seeing red cabbage. That is so nice. I'm seeing some red cabbage in there. So guys, when I say we get really creative with how we introduce nature to spaces, we don't just want it for the beauty, as much as that's actually our first goal. But if we can incorporate things like kitchen gardens where it's actually feeding the house, we'll definitely do that as well. So the entrance of the house has been finished excellently with the lights and beautiful tiles, but now we are heading over to the kids' playhouse. Oh my gosh, there's such a clear path right through the grass. So I don't even have to worry with my high heels. It's easy to navigate. The grass carpet, the wonderful design. Ooh, I can see the makings. I can see the makings of what this is intended to be. It's actually like a house, because this has to be one of the best spaces I've seen. The gypsum is wonderful. I can see some ideas of the wall painting, but let's not get into too much detail. For all that, you guys will have to come back to see the final reveal. So let's go back out. And this guy right here is calling my name. Oh, look at those colors. Oh my gosh. This is so wonderful. Oh, it's so exquisite. My goodness. I absolutely love the fact that this guy has glasses and the fact that we do have a piece of landscape lighting highlighting this wonderful giraffe. So let's follow the path and see where it leads us. Off we go right this way. And we are at the gazebo. It's giving midsummer nights with the twinkling lights and the flower pots all around. This will be a functional area. You could have a table out here for outdoor dining. It's so wonderfully done. Look at these flowers. Oh my goodness, guys. You see, I wasn't joking when I was talking about how we want to incorporate nature as much as possible, and we've really gotten creative here. These are real plants all around. It's absolutely wonderful. This is not a structure that existed before. I don't want to step on the grass, but I have to because I know it has been a labor of love getting this grass to this condition, and I honestly feel like I am at the top of a really lush mountain, just enjoying the sensation of the grass on my toes. It's wonderful, and this is what the kids are going to get to experience as they're running around and frolicking and playing around. It's wonderful, and it's really helped by the tall trees that are surrounding us and seeing the touches that we added to enhance the natural feel of this area with the boulders and of course the use of landscape lighting to highlight all those features so they're never hidden from view any time of day. It's beautiful. I am looking around at the colors and the flowers and the hedges and the trees, and it's just, there's no greater joy than just being in nature. But now we have one more section to go to, and I love this area. I do. I genuinely do. But I cannot resist my love for pools. So let's go to the pool. Area welcomes you with these two tall trees. It feels like you're entering like a resort or vacation area. The transition to this really beautiful floor and stairs, guys, it feels super luxurious. The steps are so easy as I'm going down, and I always stop to look back because I know the design of the staircase is because of the way we put the lights, and this is the party section, so you know the lights are gonna come on once it gets dark so it can get people in the mood to groove around and have a bit of fun. So let's start with that section. There's so much you're seeing, guys. Just hold on. I'm going to get to it. I'm walking towards yet another green patch. I'm seeing more landscape lighting detail like this. It's just beautiful. And then here, this is the section I really want to get into. So this entire section has been built out by Fine Urban Construction and Interiors. It is absolutely massive, but it is a sitting area. As you can see, in the center, we have the fire pit. I said it's the party section, so once the sun goes down and the lights come on, it can get a bit chilly, so you need the fire pit. We have gotten to the pool. But before you get there, there's a message, guys. There's a very big message here, and this lights up at night. It's good vibes only. Come here and you have fun and you have excellent views right next to this amazing pool. I love the shape of this. You can see a sneak peek of the color of the tiles, this emerald green, absolutely wonderful. We have a shower here to wash off all that chlorine. We have some detail here on the perimeter wall with more lighting features. Again, it's all about creating that good vibe. You want to relax, you want to chill, you want to have some fun. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. I'm seeing we have a section. Actually, let's get closer here. We have the lounge chairs for when you're using the pool, so you can sit down with your towel, your drinks, and lounge right by the pool. But then we've continued with creating more seating. So this section here, you can have a seat, and on either side we have more plant life and these beautiful tiny white flowers. So as we continue, no pool is complete without a pool house. Right over here, we have the pool house of dreams, and it feels just as grand as the main house. That's thanks to the columns and the selection of the tile, and of course, this centerpiece. Oh my gosh, look at this counter. Oh, and the tile detail on it is exquisite. Such a unique design as well. So this will be the counter, and then back here is where you're gonna have your display with your lights and your drinks. Looks like we have provision for like a screen here as well. Fully entertaining area, and of course our old friend has joined us. We do love adding fun, eccentric elements, really colorful, and I love this guy. I just think it's the perfect touch for this section. We have a beautiful piece of lighting up there. This being a pool house, of course, you need to have the bathroom and somewhere you can change. So all that is beyond this door. Remember, I'm keeping things secret because I really want you guys to join us for the final reveal that will come very, very soon. So make sure you have your notification bell on so you don't actually have to hear it from your friends. You want to be the first one to tell your friends. So as we continue, I am actually looking up. I'm going to stop right here and look up at this diving sculpture. That is absolutely stunning. And I know for a fact that is going to be a water spout, so it means you can turn that on and have the water shoot into the pool. And it's just another creative visual element. Like, we're all about going above and beyond and changing things up. And talking about going above and beyond, let's go up some more stairs and see what's up there. But as we go through, you can see we have more sculptures, more colorful bits and bobs. This one is a flamingo. Beautiful, so beautiful. Beneath, I am walking under yet another tree. I love how we've designed this entire landscape so that you're constantly interacting with the greenery around. As I'm approaching, I'm so close to the hedges, definitely can touch those. But now we're at the top of the stairs. Another lounge area, but of course, safety first. So we have this higher so that you can't, just fall over. We have some safety elements over here with the glass. We have seats, we have lights, and we have a fire pit. But it presents such a great view of the pool area. I'm looking at our water spout guy, and also just looking out into the rest of the house. It's wonderful. This has been a wonderful but brief walk around this property. There's so many details that I was dying to get into, but I know that the final reveal is upon us, so I will wait until then to share all those beautiful things with you guys. I'm super happy for all of you that have stayed with me until the end of this tour, and this is where I'm going to remind you guys about the thing we talked about in the living room. Make sure you leave your comments and you tag your friends. Remember, it's 100K in renovation or 100K cash that's at stake. So tag everybody, leave your comments, and we cannot wait to read them. But most of all, we want you guys to be here when we're doing the final reveal. So make sure, first things first, that you watch the previous videos if you haven't, then come watch this one, and then ring that notification bell to make sure that when the next one comes, you're here with us as we're revealing the final product of this beautiful, beautiful home. So for now, I'm gonna log out and leave you guys with a lot of love.